You guys want to vote?
I'll vote.
You'll vote?
Who should we blame for our biggest problems? That question is at the heart of politics. And it's what brought me to the Allegan County Fair, to see a musician who went viral for blaming a very powerful group of people.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control.
We recorded it on a Saturday. I think he uploaded it on Tuesday. And by Thursday, man, we were on a roller coaster ride.
The year's least likely #1 single.
The message that's resonating with millions of Americans right now.
I've seen songs go viral, but that's pretty bananas, son. Your shit went to the moon.
Rich Men North of Richmond isn't your average country song. It's not about trucks or cold beer. It's about rich men who control our lives. And that message resonated across the political spectrum.
I mean, he was speaking for the masses.
This applies to everybody that is not in a position of power, and that is 99% of us.
He spoke facts on that thing, too.
He said the rich man trying to take control.
The rich men north of Richmond.
But from the moment it took off, the song's meaning was also hotly debated.
Why is this song striking such a nerve in this country right now?
Our country is in decline. We need to send Joe Biden back to his basement and reverse American decline.
It's funny kind of seeing the response to it. Like, that song has nothing to do with Joe Biden, you know? It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden.
So what is the song actually about? Why did it resonate so widely? And who do people blame for their biggest problems? The answer to those questions tell a bigger story about what's really going on in our politics.
Oh, boy.
And why we're so damn divided.
We have way more in common than we'd like to believe. And we have a common enemy. We do. How are we feeling about the concert? Excited?
Excited. It's freaking Oliver Anthony. We have to go.
We gotta do it.
Before he picked up a guitar, Oliver Anthony was working low-wage factory jobs.
I like him because he's an ordinary person. He refuses to do big, stadium shows.
He's speaking out for people who sometimes don't speak out for themselves.
And some of his biggest songs are about the struggle of working-class life. You've got hits like Ain't Got a Dollar.
Ain't got a dollar, but I don't need a dime.
But Rich Men North of Richmond is by far the biggest.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away.
Come out for the Oliver Anthony show?
I was gonna, but I couldn't afford the tickets, so.
Oh, I feel like that's kind of related to Rich Men North of Richmond, right?
Yeah, it for sure is. I work 7 days a week, and I still can't afford to even pay for my own apartment right now. So.
Yeah. So what do you do?
I work at a daycare 4 days a week, and then 3 days a week I work at a movie theater as a cook, and then some weekends I work another job that I've been working for a couple of years. So.
Should one job be enough?
Oh, 100%. It should.
Why do you think it isn't?
Politics. I mean.
Politics is also the answer that Oliver Anthony offers in the song's most famous line.
Rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think. Want to know what
that Rich Men North of Richmond song. Did that line specifically resonate with you? Like, rich people?
Well, obviously, fuck DC.
Okay, right.
Fuck the government.
I can't even trust our own government that's supposed to be, looking out for us. I can't even trust people in high power, and I feel like we should.
The richest people on earth, do they have too much power, too little, or just enough?
Too much. Are you kidding me? Way too much.
How much blame do you give to, the biggest companies on earth?
Amazon and Elon Musk. And Disney, of course.
Yeah.
Because all of them are money scandals.
Do you personally feel like you're living by the same set of rules that Elon Musk is living by?
No. I feel like he could get away with a lot more because he has money. He could pay off. I feel like a lot of the courts and stuff are rigged to people who have money.
You try to start a business, you're getting punched down on by a bigger business. Like my cousin started a liquor company, did really well. His name was this close to somebody else's. Punches straight down.
The big corporations have to get knocked down a little bit. I grew up on a hog farm in southeast Missouri. There is no little man hog farms anymore. Prices are outrageous. I mean, we can't. I went the other day, $5 up for a dozen eggs because they want to make more and more money. Yeah. It's like, okay, we got away with making 10 cents. Oh, they won't care if we gouge them another 2 pennies. Well, next thing you know, they're making triple and quadruple what they're supposed to make.
How important to you is it for us to do something about that? Corporations just kind of being able to charge whatever they want.
I think we all, like I said, if we don't do something about it, our country's going to go to hell real quick.
Clearly, there's a lot of blame here for the richest men on earth, not just the ones who live north of Richmond. But for Oliver Anthony, the blame doesn't exactly stop there.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
Where does that line in the song land with you? Was that one of the things that resonated?
Don't even go to the welfare part. We don't want to go there. I'll probably get thrown out of here.
My view is if you're able to work, you should work.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, where you're from. Pay your own bills, pay your own way. If you can work.
Well, I think some of those programs are great programs. Don't get me wrong, right? They're great programs, but they're not a lifetime program. They are a stepping stone program, right? So people fall in hard times and, okay, let me help you up. Let me pick you up. Now carry on.
Yeah. And also I have family that has been on welfare that has made it on the on the other side, right? Yes, it's what you want to do with it. You can use it. You can use it to what you want to do.
His whole point is living on it.
Right.
That's a big thing we came out for. Like, who's really causing our problems? People on welfare or like really big billionaires? Like, where do you come
welfare
down?
is amazing. Like I've been a single mom. My girls have been.
I think it's the people that use it and abuse it.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. About 2/3 of Americans use welfare at some point in their life. And over half of children in the U.S. will have used food stamps by the time they turn 18. These percentages are high, and higher than they used to be. That's a trend that started long before Joe Biden or Donald Trump became president. The truth is, millions of Americans are forced to rely on welfare because their jobs don't pay a living wage. Because companies like Walmart skimp on wages while our tax dollars make up the difference. And that kind of corporate welfare is how you get one family owning more wealth than the bottom 40% of Americans.
It's between the billionaires and the corporate lobbies versus folks that are on welfare. Who is more to blame for the problems that we face?
I will still take the elites on that one. My thing is I will never punch down. So it's if there's a problem, it's above. Like, I mean, you can look below, but like most of those people lost their way so long ago. Everyone's just so separated that I don't know if we can ever get back to it. We're so divided against ourselves, common people, for what cause?
There may be some people who misunderstood my words in Richmond, north of Richmond. You know, the words say that there's people on the street with nothing to eat in the obese milk and welfare. And that's not the fault of those people. Welfare only makes up a small percentage of our budget. If we can fuel a proxy war in a foreign land, but we can't take care of our own, that's all the song's trying to say.
From the moment it went viral, Richmond, north of Richmond was the subject of intense political debate.
When a person like yourself gets labeled a right-wing, left-wing fanatic, like right out of the gate.
both in like a week and a half, then yeah, at least I know I'm doing something right.
The truth is, Richmond, north of Richmond resonated with an audience that was much broader than some of the media coverage might suggest.
He's speaking up for the way most of us feel.
The struggle for everybody right now is too real, and it shouldn't be that way.
It's a come together, let's stop the bullshit type of song. This is what we need more of.
When I look at Republicans and Democrats, I see people who are bitter and angry and disgusted with a system that isn't serving anyone.
Everything he speaks about is like exactly where I'm coming from. People are just so, like that guy holding the sign where it was like, drain the Dems. And I go, you realize like Republicans are equally responsible for a lot of the stuff going on over there. So it's like, if you can't recognize both evils, we're never going to go anywhere.
He's not even signing really for Democrat or Republican.
What's right and what's wrong.
Yes.
Period.
Do you feel like that should be how it is in politics?
Right. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be a right or left party. It's what's right and what's wrong.
The working class.
But Allegan County is also a deep red county. So while there's support here for the message in Richmond, north of Richmond, there's also a lot of support for someone else.
I think Trump resonates because he's not a politician. Until you get at least half in Washington that's not politicians, we're not going to get rid of the problem.
Your politics are interesting to me because there's like so much that I agree with in there. But, you know, just transparently, I hate Donald Trump because he's from the billionaire class and that's all he's going to work for, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah.
Why go with him instead of, say, leave the top of the ticket blank, go down ballot? Like, how do you make that decision for yourself, holding the opinions that you do?
I love getting challenged on questions like that. No, I love that. I agree with you, too. So it basically comes down, what's the lesser of the two evils right now? I mean, I just think about the 4 years when he was president. Obviously, in my opinion, he's the world's best crime boss. And then you see people posting like, in the arms of Jesus, like I was persecuted too, and I'm like, dude, what are we doing?
Does it feel like the system's so captured that you need a crime boss to get out of it? Is that
100,000%? I truly believe like that is where it starts.
One last question, like if it wasn't Trump, it wasn't anybody who's currently here, if you were custom building the exact kind of political candidate you would love to vote for, what kind of stuff would they really stand for?
Wouldn't be a politician. He'd come from a working family, him a working man or woman, him or herself, and stand up for the little guy. Because nobody stands up for the little guy in the middle class from day one of this United States has built the United States. And we're the ones that always get shit on. Yeah.
So, who should we blame for our biggest problems? On that question, we're divided. Where do you come down? Who do you think, if you had to make a choice? Sometimes we punch up at the richest men on earth.
Is it one?
Yeah, tally. There you go. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And sometimes we punch down at the powerless, the people who remind us that the system feels broken beyond repair. You guys want to vote?
I'll vote.
You'll vote? Poor people. We got one vote for poor people. But it's worth asking, who profits from pitting us against each other?
Hi, everyone.
And how the hell do we fight back?
You remember in Bug's Life when the grasshopper's like, if they figure out that they outnumber us 500 to 1, we're screwed. It's exactly the same thing. We have 75% of the population punching down, and it's like, oh great, look at us. We're doing exactly what they wanted.
Everybody wants everybody to fight each other. All these high people don't want peace, because then they lose their money.
Rich people, one vote for rich.
If we all work together as a world, as a nation, we would all be happy. We wouldn't have to worry about working for our money 24/7. We just need to work together.
Oh, baby. Oh, the youth are coming out too, bro. You feel like we have power we don't realize?
Yes, I think they have us so dumbed down to believe that we can't. We will never make any progress because we're looking here when we should be looking up.
Thanks, bro.
Definitely.
There she is. Pass that around?
Goddamn lie, they broke out.
We are more divided today than we've ever been. Everything is about one party or one person trying to hold some moral high ground over the other just for the sake of being able to point your finger down at them. And it's like, what the hell are we doing?
Unbalanced, which way? There she is. We're racking them up. Power of the pen, baby. Thank you for voting. We appreciate you. Oh, jeez. Nobody knows how to drive here. What do you think about the divide between ducks and geese? That's all you need to know.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh boy. Now come on. This is a paid actor right here. Hi, thanks for watching our video. If you like this story and you want more stories like this, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel to get more Perfect Union in your feed. And if you have stories that you want us to investigate, drop them in the comments below.